Hello everybody. So this is not your very typical best of 2025 video. Normally YouTubers are out here making them on their best videos they did through the year. Me, I didn't upload anything this year. This will be my first upload. But yeah, I just kind of want to tell you guys what happened to me this year. This year ended up being a really good year for me outside of gaming. Like, there's quite a few things in life I really wanted to achieve, and I had to just take a break. I had to walk away for a little while, and as you see, I took basically a year off. But it worked out pretty good, I don't have a script, so bear with me, okay? So, first things first, what mainly caused me to stop uploading was I got a job. Okay, I was jobless for a little while, and that's why I was able to pump out so many videos, live stream as much as I can, and yeah, just live stream and push out as much videos as I can, play as much DVD as I was, and yeah, I got a job, and I just kind of wanted to focus on that a little bit. But yeah, I got the job, and a few months later, my sister introduced me to this girl, and I talked to her for basically a week, and I ended up asking her out, and it's gonna get a little personal, but I put a lot of effort into this girl, and yeah, I still am to this day. We're almost on a year. We're about 3 months away from being together for a year. But yeah, I put a lot of time into her, and I accomplished stuff I wanted to. Like, she was my first kiss. It's gonna get personal. She took my virginity, aka my V card. And then also, I've always been into cars because of my dad. I always wanted to build a hot rod, and I did. I achieved being able to do that. I built myself a 95 Mustang. I should have a clip, so I'll go ahead and insert it. But yeah, I got that all built. It runs. It still drives to this day. I can look out this window and look at it. And speaking of looking out window, if you guys were watching my streams a little bit, or I have a video posted kind of recently, where I had a face cam going. I think it was one of the Twitch streamers invited me to their lobby. I think it was one of those. You'll notice the background is different. My setup is in a whole different spot. That was another thing I achieved. I moved out of my parents' house. I'm living with this girl that I haven't even known for a year yet, but it's like she makes me feel so comfortable with life that I committed to something. I committed to moving forward with her a little bit. We have our own apartment. It feels good. I won't lie, it feels pretty nice. Kind of going through the motions of everything, of like stopping gaming for almost a year and just kind of achieving everything I wanted to do so far in this life. Obviously there's more to come that I want to do, but that's just kind of over time. But yeah, it's just crazy what you're able to do when you start setting your mind to it and just kind of pushing for it. Obviously, I'm not like YouTube famous or like a professional at anything, but these are little goals I had that I wanted to do with my life, so I didn't feel so miserable and like a bum. And I did it. I got a girlfriend, lost my virginity, I got a job, I built a hot rod, I moved out of my parents' house, and I did it all within 2025. Except for the job. I didn't have the job. I got the job last November. So yeah, I actually just went over my year of actually having a job again. But yeah, I did it all within this year. So that's why I wanted to come on here and be like, this was like the best of 2025, because 2025 was the best year so far for my life. I did everything I wanted to do so far, and now I got to kind of fill out some more that I want to do. Start setting a little more goals. But yeah, I know it's a little weird to see my face or something that's not gaming wise on here, but I wanted to throw it up. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. A lot of YouTubers will, like I said, they'll just post a collage of basically all their videos that were had like their favorite moments in it. But me, I wanted to get on camera and kind of tell you guys like, hey, this was a really good year for me outside of gaming and making videos. But now that I am moved back in, I did tell her I'm getting back in the game, which I am. I've been streaming a little bit, and I'm also in the process of editing 2 different videos. So yeah, expect some more videos to kind of start up here soon. But yeah, I am recording this on Christmas Eve. So if I don't see you guys soon, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you guys later. And also, you guys haven't seen him before. This is my dog Ralphie. I like him. I love him.